morning. Today I'm going to use our goat milk to show you how to make a very easy sausage gravy. Last week, together we made some homemade biscuits. With the sausage gravy, you can make a very easy dinner, breakfast, or lunch with your biscuits. So let's go ahead and get started. So today you will need 4 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You'll need 4 tablespoons total of grease, but we are going to get some of that from the sausage. We're using 1/2 pound of country sausage, and you will also need some ground pepper. The first thing we're going to do is add our 1/2 pound of sausage to the pan and brown it until it's completely cooked through. As you can see, our cast iron is fairly non-stick. That's because it's well seasoned at this point. We've had this frying pan for quite a while. Cast iron frying pans are definitely an investment, as they should last you forever. You can pretty much abuse them and repair them, re-season them multiple times within their lifetime. And they'll probably outlive all of us. So now that our sausage has been browned through on medium heat, we're going to turn the temperature down to medium-low and add about 3 tablespoons of oil. I suspect there's about 1 tablespoon of oil in here already. You don't need perfect measurements, because there's always things that you can do to doctor the mixture if it's not quite coming out right, which we'll talk about as we add our flour and milk. So we're just gonna stir this in until it melts down, and then I'll show you the next step. So when I say oil, I mean a type of fat, right? So we can use lard, butter, or even Crisco for this recipe, and all of those will be suitable options. So now that our oil is completely melted down, we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle the flour over top. I would add half and then mix it in. You're trying to make it thick, but not chunky. If you add too much and it starts to get chunky in there, all you have to do is add another tablespoon of oil and you'll be totally fine. You're not gonna ruin your batch just by adding too much flour. So now we're gonna stir this on medium-low heat and cook it down until the oil and flour mixture that you can see on the pan has turned a darker brown. We don't want it to burn, but we don't want it to get a raw flour taste in our gravy. Now that our fat flour mixture has cooked down for a couple of minutes, we're gonna go ahead and start adding our milk. You don't want to add it all at one time. You just want to add a little bit at a time and mix it together. When it starts to get thick, you add more. If you added it all at one time, it'll take a really long time for it to cook together and thicken up. Now we're just gonna let it cook down until it starts to thicken back up. So now that our gravy is starting to thicken up, we're gonna go ahead and add our black pepper. So you can really pepper to taste. It's gonna depend on you. I like mine very peppery, personally. And then we're gonna stir that in. And you can just keep cooking the gravy down until it gets the desired texture that you prefer. Now that our gravy has thickened up, you can go ahead and top it onto some biscuits, toast, or home fries. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that you needed 4 cups of milk. If you're making a whole pound of sausage, you would need 4 cups of milk. Since I only did a 1/2 pound of sausage, you will only need 2 cups of milk. So for every tablespoon of flour, you need 1 tablespoon of fat and 1/2 cup of milk. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to support our channel.